sports. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Jets and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson in the booth. Greg, you love these games because we've got a marquee matchup at the most important position in sports, the quarterback spot.
And these are the matchups that everyone is excited to tune in, right? When the schedule comes out and you go down and you look up, all right, who's playing who, what quarterback matchups. This is one early in the offseason that you circle. The opportunity to see 2 marquee Hall of Fame potential quarterbacks on the same field together. We all know the reality of this league, Mike. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And both these guys under center today, when they come out of that tunnel, every single weekend, their team knows as long as he's in the huddle with us, we got a shot.
The Rams led out by a Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford, second among all active passers in the NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers has thrown for more yards. Hard to believe, Greg, it's already season 16 for the man out of the University of Georgia.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, this team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3 plays in, and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Off play action. It's Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going. And now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers, of course. All the build-up in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll try to hit him with a screen. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And that big offensive block, clearing space. He's in. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. For Aaron Rodgers, a milestone moment. His 500th National Football League touchdown pass. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. So after one, 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Cup in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Play action now for Stafford. And he'll be taken down. They've got him back at the 50-yard line. It is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. Here's Ethan Evans now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Here's Gibson to return. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down. A run here with Hall. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go again with Hall. Crazy. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 2 minutes remain. 1st half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hall. They take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They'll look to set up the screen here.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the 1st half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
Again, it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Now here's 2nd and goal. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. And touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off with an AFC East clash in upstate New York. Buffalo hosting New England, and it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Khalil Shakir, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Falcons locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just
first
yet.
half. We'll see
I think there
if
could
any
still be some
strategy changes
fireworks
for
yet
the
to
next
come.
30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, keeping his eyes downfield, knowing that pressure is coming. He's able to buy just enough time by leaving the pocket that ultimately allows him to get that ball out right as he was getting hit.
He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Into space at the 45. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Another run here with Hall. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Get 300! Get 300! Get 300! Get 300!
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that be a bit of a letdown.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They go back to Allen. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Another run, and again, it's Allen. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
26. Inside. Go to 50.
Throwing Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember. But here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
On third down, Rodgers. He'll get this out to his running back. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Cup in motion. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford now to throw on first down. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Ready.
Stafford to throw it. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. And the Jets will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal lines, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And as this season starts to wind down, we look ahead to NFL honors the week of the Super Bowl. Take a look at some of the candidates to take home the award for the Offensive Player of the Year. Rodgers going to give this to Allen. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Here's a 2nd and 12. Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Rodgers now. He'll try to hit him with a screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down. Rodgers. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short. Hats off to the interior of this defensive line. Look at the penetration they're able to get up front, Mike, to defeat their blocks. And 3rd and an inch, they knew that run was coming, and boy, were they ready.
On 4th down, here comes the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Back north.
Rodgers. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, take 26.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. They're called in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Inside.
Rodgers going up top again. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Rodgers will take a knee, and that should do it. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.